What up, it's your Timus here. Here is my review for the new film that just premiered this past month, and that is of course this new film Simply Time Mass. Now the film had its world premiere at the Sundance Film Festival back in January with rave reviews. Of course, it got picked up by Bleecker Street, and so now it's falling in theirs. Now, Mass is actually directed by Frank Kranz, who you might not know his name or anything like that, but he actually played that stoner kid from Cabin in the Woods, which he was so good in that, by the way. He's been some other really cool stuff as well, like he actually appeared in some of his other, notable credits includes Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roger Rules. He was in that movie Murder of a Cat, which was pretty fun, which is actually a pretty fun dark comedy, by the way. He was also in the movie Motive. He was just seen in The Dark Tower. He was also seen in that horror film, You Might Be the Killer. He's been some really, other intriguing stuff here and there. This is actually his directorial debut, and a little odd directorial debut, to be honest with you. Like, after seeing the student in, films and all, when I actually think of him, I would have expected, like, maybe his directorial debut to be, I don't know, maybe a horror movie or maybe a comedy, like a little dark comedy or something like that. I did not expect him to do a movie that's actually an Oscar-worthy film like this, with solid performances. By the way, this movie actually, believe it or not, Frank Cross, I kid you not, he actually directs this, wrote, and produced this whole film. He obviously with the producing credit he has some help with, but still, now this movie actually takes place like years after this unspeakable tragedy that tore their lives apart. And so like two set of parents who are played wonderfully by Jason Isaac, Martha Plimpton, Reed Birney, and Ed Dow agreed to talk privately in this church here, and they tried to attempt to move forward and try to come pretty much face to face with the ones who have been left behind here. Of course, you guys are. This movie is pretty much about a school shooting that ended up happening. Now, this is actually not based on a true story. Lots of people are saying, "Is this based on a true story?" No, it's definitely not. But sadly, it's not based on a true story. But this stuff really does happen in real life. So I guess I can see why Frank wanted to direct something like this. But anyway, because obviously when when these tragedies happen, whether it be like Columbine or Virginia Tech, they always do be talking about like the students and all that, and the victims and all. But they don't really like. It's usually rare when they like focus on the parents and all. And this focuses on the parents here. You have Jason Isaac and Martha Plimpton, whose son actually tragically passed away due to this kid showing up to school, while Ed Dowd and Reed Birney's characters plays like the kid who actually did commit the crime. Pretty much play the parents of the kid who did commit the crime here. So they're all trying to get comfort and all. And I gotta say, the performances by the four leads definitely Oscar-worthy. Like, I'll be shocked. To be honest, I really don't see all four of them getting nominated because you guys know they're actually being considered for the supporting categories, and the supporting category looks a little packed. If I had to pick between the two that I think is probably going to get more Oscar love, I'll probably say Endell will probably get Best Supporting Actress, while Jason Isaac will get the Best Supporting Actor. That's my prediction right there. I mean, Reed Birney could possibly slip in there and maybe Martha Plimpton, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be down between Isaac and Dow. I mean, and Dow definitely one of her best performances, in my opinion. I don't really watch Handmaid's Tale. Like, I never could get into that show, so can't really comment on how great she is on that. But I have seen that Dow pop up in loads of other cool stuff over the years. And this is maybe the best performance she's ever given. I mean, she is so good, this film. Her trying to come to grief for what, her son did and all is, I mean, it's really heartbreaking because, some of the parents try to show was help their kids, but sadly, I mean, I could imagine what the parents, of the Columbine, the kids who committed the act at Columbine. I can imagine what their parents must have been, felt. must have been going through when that happened because when stuff like this happens, it doesn't only affect like the you know the victims' parents. It also pretty much affects the kids' responsible's parents. And yeah, I mean this movie actually does take place in one setting. Now, granted, they don't really they lots of people are even always asking like, did they even show the shooting or like if they had any flashbacks? This thing actually does not have any flashbacks, which I was a little surprised about. I would have expected some sort of flashback maybe, but not only any flashbacks. I guess that will be a little hard to really watch because, like I said, stuff like this really do happen in real life, and I don't think people want to literally see a film about like a school shooting or anything like that. So I could kind of see why they did not show any flashbacks, but mostly the script is really worth it. The performances by the four leads. I mean, Jason Isaac. I mean, whenever I think of Jason Isaac, I always think of him in like these fantasy based movies. Whether him playing Captain Hook in the 2003 Peter Pan film, or whether him playing Draco Malfoy's dad in the Harry Potter films. Of course, he was in Star Trek Discovery. So seeing him in a role like this is very interesting to watch, and I thought he nailed it every inch. Martha Plimpton. I mean, she was definitely terrific here. Reed Birney, which I don't really like. He's more of a character actor, here. So I still thought he was really solid. So it was really cool seeing him give a great performance. And man, Martha Plimpton. I mean, her performance here? Holy cow, what a cool performance! I mean, she definitely, because of course her and Oscar Isaac, plays the like I said, they play the parents of the kid who ends up actually getting killed and shot at the school. And man, what they were like going through in this is heartbreaking. I mean, obviously it's heartbreaking for any parent to lose a kid, And man, like they really, they definitely nailed it here. Of course, Martha Plimpton. The last time I actually saw her in something was, of course, that HBO Max series, Generation. She was great on that. Of course, she was on The Real O'Neills, which shame that show didn't really last long, but obviously I'll always remember her from The Goonies. Come on, who did not love her in The Goonies? But anyway, yeah, she was definitely really solid. Her chemistry with Jason Isaac, like you could really buy them as a couple too. So I thought they really put off each other well. There's like some other those are mostly the four major stars, and there's like some other supporting players. Like there's some people in the church who is helping out the place and all. But it's really like the four lead, or I should say the four supporting player stories. This is definitely a really heartbreaking film. You're definitely gonna need some tissues while you watch it. I mean, really cool script, great acting. I mean, if you guys have not seen it, it is in theaters. Give it a go. You might enjoy it, or you might not enjoy it, but I'll definitely tell you this is definitely going to get some Oscar love. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Did you have a chance to check out the movie Mask? If so, what's up? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Movie Style.